Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello my friends and my lecturer, Mr. Adi Mursalin. It is my pleasure to meet you again. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Farah Diba and my student number is B10241511009. So, my major is marketing and I have to take organizational behavior in this semester because this subject is an obligation to take in this 5th semester. So based on my chapter of presentation, I get the type equations. So this type equation consists of 4 part of equation, which are part A, part B, part C, and part D. So in this golden opportunity, I would like to answer the type equation of organizational behavior final short-term exam. Please listen to my answer and give comments of my answer by giving the opinion and the score. So, well, let me begin. So part A, number 1, what department do you take? Why should you study organizational behavior? And how important is organizational behavior for the students of marketing, finance, and HRM? And give examples. So as I stated in the opening, I take marketing as my concentration. So organizational behavior should be learned in order to know how to build a good culture in an organization, how to have good behavior in organization, and how to communicate and more beneficial knowledge for work field. So in marketing, most often that we study is about people consists of their behavior in organization or their behavior when purchasing the product. So always important for other concentration such as finance and HRM as well. In HRM, study organizational behavior can help the manager to solve the conflict that may happen during the work. And for the finance, studying organizational behavior can help manager to communicate well with the employee, so the employee can do the best performance in the production process. Then it gives a good effect toward company financial statement. Number 2, what books are used in OB lecture? Mention their titles, their authors, their pages, their contents, and their benefits to you as a student and as a manager. So there is one book that usually used for study organizational behavior in the class. It's titled Organizational Behavior 15th edition by Stephen P. Robin and Timothy A. Judge. So it consists of 711 pages and consists of 18 chapters, explain about introduction of organizational behavior in general and until the detailed one. So in the first chapter, they talk about what is organizational behavior, and the second chapter is about diversity in organization. The third one about attitudes and job satisfaction. Fourth one about emotion and moods. The fifth one personality and values. Sixth chapter perception and individual decision making. The seventh chapter motivation concept. Eighth about motivation from concept to application. And the ninth about foundation of group behavior. 10 understanding work teams. 11 about communication. 12 about leadership. 13 about power and politics. 14 about conflict and negotiation. 15 about foundation of organization structure. 16 about organizational culture. 17 about human resource policies and practices, and the last one 18 about organizational change and stress management. So for the student, this book is very useful to understand organizational behavior. And for the manager, this book is used to help managers solve the problem in the company by finding the best solution, because from this book, manager can learn the case study that already provided. Question number 3, how many times are you absent from attending the OB lecture and why? Gratefully, I have always attended the organizational behavior in the semester. Number 4, please compare the 3 ebooks posted in OB group on Facebook or on WhatsApp. So there are 3 ebooks that post in Facebook and WhatsApp group. There are Organization Behavior 15th edition that by Stephen P. Robin and Timothy A. Judge, and then Organization Behavior new edition by Fiji Kondalkar. and Fundamental Organization Behavior, third Canadian edition by Stephen P. Robin and Nancy Langton. If I compare the three kind of books, I choose the best one is Organizational Behavior, 15th edition by Stephen P. Robin and Timothy A. Judge. The content is very complete, easy to understand, and very interesting design. The design is colorful and complete with many case studies that's similar with the practice in the daily life. I get a lot of benefit, and one of them is easy understanding of organizational behavior rather than the other sources. Number 5, mention the topics presented by your friends after the midterm test and what the topics tell you and explain the benefits. So after the midterm, it start with chapter 10 about understanding work teams that delivered by Susie and Alifa. Here I can they explain about the difference between work teams and work group. And the next chapter 11 delivered by me and my partner Salvatore about communication, how you can have a good communication in organization and how important a communication is. So the chapter 12 about leadership that delivered by Aziz and Gadis. Here they explain about how to build a good leadership and how to measure it. Number 13 about power and politics delivered by Winda and Puger. Number 14, chapter 14 about conflict and negotiation delivered by Stella and Winnie. Here they explain about how to negotiate with other business entities, for example. Chapter 15 about foundation of organization structure delivered by Kevin, and the 16th chapter about organizational culture delivered by Devi and Teguh. The 17th chapter about human resource policies and practices by Nanda and Putri. Here they explain about human resource management, where we already took the subject in the previous semester. And the last chapter about ABC analysis delivered by Yulia and Yahya and the benefit of the analysis itself. So question number 6, how do you find your OB lecture in this short-term course? How many chapters have been discussed? What benefits have you got from studying the chapters in organization behavior, and how you can apply OB to your department you have taken? So actually OB class in this third semester has a very thick and hard task. For me, the midterm and the final exam are difficult and complicated. In the other side, we have other 7 subjects which requires seriousness and also have many tasks as well. Yet we have other activities beside the class itself. So it was hard, but that is okay since we can learn something from this class. So when we have studied this organization behavior, we have 19 chapters that have been discussed by our friends. So I could understand about organizational behavior in general and how to be a good manager and how to understand the people, how to understand the people behavior in the organization. So I can implement OB in my department, which is marketing by study again about people behavior, including the behavior in organization or behavior of the people in purchase decision in the society and etc. We are moving to the part B. So question part B number 1, what is the ABC of behavior and how is the ABC of behavior applied in your study in university, in your life at home, and how does manager apply the ABC of behavior to the employees? So ABC stands for antecedent behavior consequences. So ABC behavior A refers to antecedents or the event or activity that immediately presets problem behavior. So the B that stands for behavior, and C to the consequence or the event that immediately follows a response. It used to organize the information over several observation sessions by recording the types of behavior observed and the events that preset and follow the behavior. To understand why people behave in certain way, help managers to define the factor of consequences for employees. So if company doing good or bad performance, manager can decide the consequences for the employee. So for the student, it have benefit, which is I can be able to determine the behavior of our friends of our lecture as well. Next, number 2, what is ABC analysis and why is it important, and explain the history of ABC analysis. So ABC analysis is an analysis to organize information over several observation sessions by recording the types of behavior observed and the events that preset and follow the behavior, and to understand why people behave in certain way. So ABC behavior is important because it can help to understand and modify the behavior, help to analyze and predict the behavior as well. Question number 3, is stress good or bad to you, and how do you manage your stress? So there are actually two types of stress, good and bad stress. So a little stress can be good when it can stimulate your brain and also make you more innovative in the workplace. So, but stress can be bad when it's affect my immune system and my health, also in my job performance in my workplace. So how I manage it, by just believing that this phase of the stress would be over soon. For number 3, there are 2 until 3 videos about stress and how to manage the stress to support my answer. Number 4, what is organizational culture? Why does it matter to you and managers in a company? So organizational culture is the value contribute to unique social and psychological environment of an organization. Just like the organization behavior, the culture of organization also important because there lives the value of the organization itself. So good culture can influence the performance of the company. That's why it is very important for managers in the company or in the organization. Question number 5. There are 4 types of customers. Mention and explain them. How do the 4 types of customer behave when they buy something, and how do you sell something to them? And what type of customer are you according to 4 types of customer? So the first type is the director. This personality is generally associated with demanding people. The second type is the analytical. So this type usually have professions that require accuracy and analysis. The third type is the relator. The relator or belonging personality type has a strong need to feel part of a group. The fourth type is the socializer. This type is they are outgoing, love to talk and love to make new friends. So when they buy something, for the director types, generally not into small talk. They want the fact in order to make a decision as quickly as possible. So for the analytical types, this type conduct research and analyze the possibilities before making a decision. So about the relator types, that love to build a network with the person they know. For the socializer, this type wants to build a relationship with people who work in the store. And how to deal with these types. The first one, for the director, we can eliminate as much small talk as possible. Lay out the facts, give your reason why they should purchase something, and make it brief and to the point. For the analytical types, give them the facts and that data. Do not make a statement unless you can back it up with pertinent information. If the production has detailed labeling, give it to them. The next one, the relator type. This is the easiest way to sell, the easiest person to sell, the easiest personality, to simply just ask them what is your opinion of this product and do you think we should carry it. The last one is socializer. How we deal with it, just always remember that the first thing you are selling is yourself. You can be giving merchandise away, but the socializer won't care if they don't like you in the first place. So I am mostly become the relator one. So for the question number 5, there is one video that support my answer is about the 14 types of customer. There is a video in on the Facebook group. Next question number 6, how can I become a morning person? And so in my opinion, just set up in your mind that waking up in the early morning is a compulsory thing to do. Number 7, how do you manage conflict happening among your employees at work? For me, just ask them to negotiate and tell the problems and then looking for the solution together if it is possible. And if not, we should give the best solution by our decision. And for the number 7, there are 2 until 3 videos about communication to support my answer. So question number 8 is very similar with question number 1. I already answered it in number 1. So we're continuing to the part C. So in this part, you have to find the videos for the following topics by using youtube.com and explain who is the speaker, the contents of the talk in the video, and the benefits of the talk to you and the managers. So the first topic is about organizational culture. I got from the channel Stanford Graduate School of Business, published on March 23, 2010 by Joel Peterson. So when starting a new venture, it is easy to get consumed with the task in making this a reality, but without giving careful thought to how one interacts with others, particularly on the team, a founder may be setting a culture without knowing it. What can a founder do to positively impact the culture of for the following term in this days, and what should he or she be careful not to do to negatively impact the culture? So popular Stanford GSB lecturer Joel Peterson leads a discussion on the issues surrounding the development of corporate culture in a new business venture. And then the next topics about leadership I got from TED channel, published on May 4, 2010. So the speaker is Simon Sinek, that presents a simple but powerful model for how leaders inspire action, starting with a golden circle and the question why. His example include Apple, Martin Luther King, and the Wright brothers, and as the counterpoint TiVo, which until a recent court victory that tripled its stock price, appeared to be struggling. The next one is number 3, conflict in the organization. I got from channel TEDx Talks, published on July 3rd, 2014 by Thomas Kosakowski, that talks about a new resource to work with people in conflict. So Tom currently serves as the Associate Director of the Office Ombuds Service at UCLA. The fourth topic about negotiating. I got it from Stanford Graduate School of Business, that delivered by Margaret Niel. So negotiation is a problem solving. The goal is not to get a deal. The goal is to get a good deal. 4 steps to achieving a successful negotiating. She explained the first one is assess, the prepare, ask, and the package. So women increase the chance of a success when a proposal is framed in terms of benefit to your counterparts, team, or organization. 3 questions to prepare women to enter negotiation. The first one is, why are you asking? How are you asking? And for whom are you asking? The fifth one is about type of employees. I got from Skirmish Strategies, published on September 8, 2016. So we get caught up thinking that we want to treat everyone the way we want to be treated. But it just doesn't work out that way in the business. You want to motivate people the way that works best for them, and not everyone is motivated by the same things that you are. This can cause a lot of conflict in business if you don't understand why someone or isn't motivated by something you are doing. There are ultimately 4 different emotional motivation types, and all of us have a little bit of each and every one. The 6 topics about types of lecturers, from channel Guitar Boy Vlogs, published on January 26, 2017. So the speaker classified lecturer into the first blur case, unprepared, irrelevant example generator, and not so nice lecturer. The last topic about type of customers, I got from Tom Wanek channels, published on February 27, 2014. So there are 2 kinds of customers in this world. The funny thing is every customer is a bit bipolar and flips between one of 2 modes of shopping depending on the product category. If you want to get everything you got out of everything you have, you must determine which type of customer you want to attract with your marketing. Otherwise, you're gonna be wasting much dinero, my friend. So the last part D. So in this part, you have to answer questions related to OB group on Facebook and WhatsApp. Number 1, how many videos are posted in OB group on Facebook? And mention what the videos talk about. How many videos have you watched on OB group on Facebook? And mention the titles and the contents of the videos you have watched, and are the videos beneficial to you? So I already counted, it's about 27 or 28 videos, and some videos I remember are talk about leadership, negotiation, communication, and about emotions, about stress management, and also about job skills. I'm sorry, but I have never watched the videos on the Facebook group, but I have watched about 5 videos in WhatsApp group for the midterm exam. So actually the videos are really interesting and absolutely beneficial for me. It is easy to understand also. Question number 2, how many articles are posted on Facebook, OB group, and WhatsApp, and what do they talk about? How many articles you read, and what lesson can you get from reading the articles? So I just remembered 3 articles on the Facebook group. The first one is from New York Times that talks about President Trump negotiation with China, I guess. And the second about the finance and the behavioral in organizations. And the third one about the big data security system from Kominfo Indonesia. For the result of the test, I will answer it in the number 4. Last question, questions number 4. Open the following links and answers the question there and describe the results of your answer. So the first link is from quibbo.com. So here is my result is mixed but more of the type B. It's about type A and type B person. I am mixed but more of the type B person. I am lazy and often procrastinate things, but still I work hard and at least I try. The next link is from psychologytoday.com. So from this link, the result is my success orientation score is 57. It's a mixed attributions. So sometimes I interpret my success as internal results like skill, intelligence, etc. But other times I attribute it as external factors like luck, others help, easy tasks, and others. And then the last link is from 16personalities.com, and this is my answer for the last question from number 3. So my personality is adventurer. uh, in my mind I am more likely to be introvert, and in my nature I'm more likely into the feeling than thinking. And also I am more likely to be prospecting person than judgment person. So well, my friends, that's all my answers, and I hope that you can understand my answer and can be a benefit to you. So I thank you very much for your attention and watching my video. I am very happy if you can give me comment to my answer. See you, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.